Now, I know most of you know this. Life doesn't stop at 50. When you hit 50, you kind of start thinking about things, and maybe it's time for a reinvention and new beginnings. Whether you're looking to supplement your income, explore your passions, or simply gain financial independence, I've come up with a list of 28 different side hustles tailored to the unique strengths and experiences of women over 50. From flexible online opportunities that harness your skills to creative ventures that ignite your passion, let me show you how you can turn your hobbies, talents, and expertise into a source of income and budget your way to wealth without sacrificing your well-deserved work-life balance. Now, I've been doing side hustles for as long as I can remember. That's just my nature. That's just who I am. I'm always looking for new opportunities and new ways to earn a little bit of extra money. And recently, one of my very, very dear friends found herself to be unemployable, which seems to happen to a lot of us as we age out of the workforce. And I wanted to find some way that I could help her. And in that process and my way of thinking, I thought this might be helpful for some of you as well. First, I need to preface this by saying that any side hustle that you're going to do, it's going to require some work on your end. This isn't a way to get rich quick. It's not some plan of teaching you 3 different things that are going to make you millionaires overnight. I wish I had the answers like that, but unfortunately I don't, and I don't think anyone else does either. But instead, this video is meant to give you different ideas that really could help you to skyrocket your income and maybe think outside of the box. Depending on how much you're willing to put into this and work on it, you might find that these side hustles could drastically increase the amount of money that you bring home each and every month. Okay, so here are my ideas, and hopefully one or more of these ideas will inspire you to look at earning money in a different kind of way. Number 1, a virtual assistant. Now, a virtual assistant is someone that is handling projects for busy professionals. Think about doing things like emails, managing calendars, or schedules. These are skills that a lot of women that are over 50 have, and this might be something right up your alley. Opportunity number 2 is something really fun. How about being a pet sitter? When people are planning vacations, part of the problem is trying to find somebody that will take care of your pets, your home, and do things the way that you like it to be done. Well, you can offer your services as a pet or a home sitter when people are going on vacation. Opportunity number 3 kind of ties into number 2, and how about being a dog walker? This is something that would be a lot of fun, and depending on the area that you live in, people have dogs. People have dogs that need to be taken for walks because they're busy at work and they just don't have the time to do it. And I know that there are different apps. I think Rover is one of them, or you could even offer your skills on Marketplace. Side hustle number 4, how about online tutoring? Now, if you have any type of teaching skills, you could be an online tutor. You could also do this in person as well. But with today's education system, it seems like there's a huge need for tutors. Think about things like English as a second language or math, reading, writing. Things like this are definitely skills that women over 50 have, and this could be really valuable to people that need a tutor. Opportunity number 5. What about being a professional organizer? Everyone likes to be organized. There's just something wonderful about having an organized home. Everything is in its place, and it's just a feeling. It's a really good feeling. But a lot of people don't have the skills to really dive deep into organizing. So if you're very good at organizing, you could help others by organizing either their digital planners, you can help by organizing their schedules, and of course, you can help by organizing things in their home. And if you're really good at organizing, this is a great way to earn some extra money. Side hustle number 6 is something that is very broad, and this is consulting. Now, consulting can be anything really. You can use the decades of expertise that you already have, and you can help others. Opportunity number 7, you could be a freelance writer or an editor. And this would be really applicable for writing blog posts, writing articles, resumes, or even editing content. Opportunity number 8, think about babysitting or caregiving. You can offer your services for babysitting, for being a care provider through apps like care.com or Rent-A-Grandma. Yeah, that's a real thing. Opportunity or side hustle number 9. What about being a life or wellness coach? You can guide others through personal development, career transitions, or health based on your own experiences. Opportunity number 10 for making some extra money is something really fun. Blogging or content creation. You can start a blog, you can start a newsletter and talk on topics like midlife living, recipes, or hobbies, and you can monetize your content through different programs like ad sharing or ad revenue. Side hustle number 11, transcription or proofreading. You can convert audio to text or polish documents by working from home. And you can find work doing different projects like this through Upwork or Rev. Side hustle number 12. If you like to cook, this might be for you. How about meal prep or home cooking services? You can prepare meals for busy families or even offer home cooking services. Side hustle number 13. Bookkeeping or administrative support. If you're gifted with math and you have a background in bookkeeping, why not offer these services to small businesses? There is a pretty high demand for people that are really good at bookkeeping and keeping track of the numbers. Number 14, voiceover work or audiobook narration. Now, this is a fun one. You can record narrations or readings for things like commercials and even audiobooks. If you have a good microphone, this makes it that much easier because warm, mature, real voices are always in demand. And number 15 is something that seems like so much fun, selling used books. Did you know that there are different ISBN readers and different apps that you can put on your phone so that you can actually look up the ISBN number of books and find out how much they're worth and how much they're selling for? So the next time you're at a garage sale, a yard sale, or even going through your local thrift store, if you find a book and you're curious, you can open up the ISBN reader, look up how much this book is selling for, and you might be on your way to a pretty lucrative career in being a used bookseller. So that's a pretty substantial list so far, don't you think? Have any of these ideas sparked something in you? No? That's okay, because now I'm going to share with you some of the side hustles that I've actually either done in the past or that I'm currently doing right now. I'm more of an introvert, so I prefer to make money by doing things basically on my own. I'm definitely not a salesperson, so I'm not going to be hard selling people or telling them to get into my funnel or join my course. That's just not me. But without having to be a salesperson or doing a lot of pitching or selling, there are a lot of different ways that you can make money from home on your own as an introvert and as a woman over 50. So opportunity number 16 is to self-publish books on Amazon. You have a tremendous amount of experience, and I'm sure you've got lots of different passions as well as hobbies. Why not share that with the world through a book? There is no faster way to get a book published. And the first one may not be the greatest book, but you'll just get better with each book that you write. Believe me, I know. I've written over 15 books and self-published all of them on Amazon. Are they a huge moneymaker? No, but now I have something that's out in the world and it will be here long past me. And speaking of Amazon, number 17 is become an Amazon associate. This is a way that you can earn extra money by promoting things that are available for sale on Amazon. It isn't too hard to become an Amazon associate. And if you have a platform like a blog, a website, or even a YouTube channel, you can become an associate. And if you're really good at it, you can even become an Amazon influencer. And opportunity number 18, start a YouTube channel. I know, mind-blowing idea, right? Again, with the decades of experience that you have something to say. And there are people out there that are looking for this information. Just as an example, if you are a regular viewer of the content that I make on YouTube, you know this is not my usual setup. We're actually in my husband's studio because he also has a YouTube channel. And I thought this would be a little bit more professional to share 28 different ways that you can make some extra money because he has got this place dialed in. And while it won't happen overnight, it will happen with your hard work and dedication. You can make money on YouTube. Side hustle number 19, selling your stuff on eBay. I don't even know where to begin with this one because I'm a really great shopper. I love shopping. But I also don't like to have lots of stuff and I don't like to have lots of clutter. So one way that I found to earn extra money is to sell the different things that I have in my house or that I've made on eBay. It's not very hard. You do have to take pictures, but if you have a smartphone, it makes it really easy to create listings and upload them to eBay, which kind of leads me into side hustle number 20, becoming a reseller. Now, if you sell a lot of different things on eBay or Marketplace and then run out of things to sell, you might be thinking, what else can I sell? You can become a reseller. There are a lot of people that are doing this now, either by going to thrift stores or yard sales or even finding things on Marketplace, and then they actually resell them on Marketplace or different avenues like eBay or Poshmark. So many different ways that you can earn extra money by being a reseller. And it's kind of fun to go into thrift stores or garage sales and find these little treasures because you never know what you're going to find and it might be worth a lot of money. I have noticed when I go to thrift stores and look at things that I want to, upcycle for my craft projects, I see a lot of people that are putting stuff in their carts, but they're also looking at their phone. So I know that they're looking up, how much is this worth? Is this worth my time? Is this worth me investing in to resell it? And know that's what they're doing. So in one respect, it's kind of frustrating because there's things that I'm looking for that I need or I want to use, and I know they're just going to resell it. But at the same time, hats off to them for taking the initiative and doing it. Now, one thing I would say about if you're thinking about reselling things, make sure you actually list them. You don't want to end up with a huge pile of stuff that's in your basement, in a closet, whatever, and it's just sitting there because you keep putting off listing the items. So maybe start off small with a couple of things and then go from there. Opportunity number 21, real estate photography. This is so much fun. I love doing real estate photography, and professional photographers will probably kind of cringe at what I'm about to say, but it's true. You don't have to have a DSLR camera to take really great photos. You can actually do it with your iPhone and some computer software. Yep, you can. I've done it. And it's so much fun. And you can really make some fantastic listings for realtors by being a real estate photographer. One way to get started, if you're not sure if this is for you or not, but you love taking pictures, why not pretend that you're staging your own home for sale and you're going to do the photographs for the listing? Now, I would say that if you're going to be thinking about doing something like this, you might want to invest in some software like Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom. I like Lightroom. It's really easy to use, and you can do some great things with that software. So go around your house, pretend that you're staging it and you're getting your house ready for sale. I've done this before. It's a really fun way to clean your house and put together a proposal. Or if you wanted to, and if you knew the realtor of, say, someone that's selling their home, why not ask if you can go to an open house they're having and just take some pictures for practice. I would start with your own home first and then maybe branch out to a realtor friend. And opportunity 22 kind of ties into the real estate photography thing. Have you ever thought about home staging? Home staging is so much fun to do, and you can actually help realtors or sellers get their homes ready for sale. A lot of people start businesses like this because they really enjoy organizing and they just have fun with decorating. And the home decorating kind of goes into idea number 23, which is decorating people's homes. And I'm not talking about becoming an interior designer. No, I'm talking about things like seasonal decorations. This past fall, I noticed people were paying a lot of money to have their front porches decorated for fall. So different companies will come in and bring lots of different pumpkins, they'll stage them, and they make a lot of money doing this. It's a new business model that a lot of moms are actually doing, and they are making a ton of money. Don't take my word for it, though. Go do a Google search for fall front porch pumpkin decorators. I bet you can find a lot of them and probably in your area. If not, you might have just stumbled onto an incredible business opportunity for yourself. Opportunity number 24, being a wedding photographer/videographer. Now, if you're going to go this level with your photography, you definitely do want to have a DSLR. and possibly even a professional video recorder. But people pay a lot of money for wedding photographs and even just a video from their wedding. But you could branch this out too, and you could also do parties, you could do events, so many different opportunities for you to market yourself as some type of a photographer or videographer. And opportunity number 25, senior portraits. This is, again, something that's a lot of fun to do, especially if you have a DSLR camera. You can make a good income taking pictures for new senior students. Being a photographer for senior students, not senior citizens, but you could do that too. But being a photographer for them is so much fun. They are so excited. You usually start this at the beginning of their senior year. So think May, June, that time frame. But like everything else, yearbooks and yearbook photos have changed. So kids are allowed to get a little creative and add in things that really reflect who they are. So being a senior photographer for students is a lot of fun. Opportunity number 26 can go in so many different directions. If you're crafty, consider selling your crafts. I love crafting so much, so much. I love crafting. So a lot of times what I'll do is things that I craft, especially for the videos that I make on YouTube, I will turn around and sell them. I don't want to just get rid of them, and I don't want to keep them. So a lot of times I can sell my crafts. You can also sell your crafts on places like Marketplace, eBay, Etsy, and depending on the type of crafting that you do, there is a huge demand for handcrafted items. Think about jewelry, crochet, quilting, needlepoint, different things, even with paper crafting, scrapbooking. I mean, there are so many different ways that you can craft and make some extra money. Opportunity number 27 is something very exciting and something that I'm actually working on right now, and that is selling digital products. Digital products are huge, and there are so many different things that you can make and sell. Think about things like calendars, digital planners, checklists, guides, digital art, wall art, printables, so many different things that you can sell on places like Etsy or your own website even. And with the tools that are available like Kittl and Canva, it makes it really easy to become a digital designer, and you can make some money doing it. Now, opportunity number 28 is going to sound really odd, especially since I've been talking all about online ways to make money. But opportunity number 28 is mowing lawns. And I know that sounds really silly, but if you have a green thumb, if you're really good with lawn care and you have a lawnmower and you enjoy it, why not do some lawn services? You could obviously mow lawns, but you could rake for people, you could pull weeds, you could do a little bit of light landscaping just to beautify the area. Again, that could tie into different things like with home staging. You could be a yard stager or something like that. Every time I come up with ideas like this, there's so many different more ideas that pop into my head. That's probably why I've been doing these side hustles since I started working. Now, did any of these ideas just pique your interest just a little bit? I hope so. And I also hope that I've given you the motivation to empower you to take control over your financial destiny. And for some of the different websites and tools that I was talking about in this video, I have left links down in the description box in case you want to dive a little bit deeper into these ideas and the tools that might make it easier for you to start your own side hustle. You can do this. The only thing that's stopping you is your beliefs. Throw all of the negativity out the window and change your mindset to empower yourself to believe that you can do this. Remember, if you believe in yourself, you can make this happen. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.